Good morning. I wanted to tell you today about Transformers Generations Top Gun mashup Maverick Robot, which is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. It was a long rumored figure that it was going to be a crossover figure like Ectotron and Gigawatt, but this time it was going to be Top Gun's plane that Maverick piloted, but a Transformer now. And I have seen several rumored pictures online, but I didn't want to say anything about it until we had something a little bit more substantial. But today it dropped. It's July 13th. It's on Hasbro Pulse, so you can now pre-order it. And I was looking up the images of this figure. This is going to be a collector's item for sure. So what does this figure look like? Well, the plane mode looks really amazing. It looks just like the plane from the Top Gun movie, and if you're a big fan of that movie, this is gonna look really nice to add to your collection. The detailing of the cockpit area, the fuselage, look really nice. There is some kind of pattern that they put onto the back of the plane to give it a kind of gray, but somewhat looks like a dirt or a bit of a camouflage type of deco. I'm not sure what that is, but the plane mode looks really good. I see the thrusters are nice and shiny with metallic finish. The wings can also open and close, so it could strike some really cool poses, and it looks like it also comes with a small motorcycle to go along with the plane. Now, when it transforms into its robot mode, this is where things get a little controversial. See, I'm one of those that I think that if Top Gun was a part of your childhood, if it meant something to you, then it's going to have more value, more meaning to you. You're going to like this figure. But for you, if you're the kind of person who didn't really grow up watching that movie and you're kind of on the fence about Transformers in general, maybe it's not for you. Does this figure take my breath away? No, it does not. Now, the reason I say that is because when this figure transforms into its robot mode, it looks to me very dull. Now, like I said, if it's your thing, you're gonna like it no matter what. But it does leave much to be desired. The gray plastic they used for the body of the figure, it just does not look great in photographs. In fact, it sort of looks like it's 2 or 3 years too old. This might have been a good figure back during Combiner Wars or Power of the Primes. It looks like most of the attention went to design of the helmet, which does mimic the helmet that Maverick wore in the movie, so that's fine. It looks nice. It's just the rest of the figure just has that sort of milky sort of plastic that's somewhat transparent. It doesn't really help out the figure that much. I think a similar sort of plastic to refer to would be the same kind of plastic quality they used for Eight-Face from the Siege line. You have to excuse me if you hear some noise in the background. I'm sitting here and there's this air conditioning going on that might be some noise in the background. I would be remiss if I didn't mention what kind of style of plane this is. This is the iconic Grumman F-14 Tomcat jet from the Top Gun movie. And it looks like the missiles it carries under the wings can be detached and moved around to place on the wrists of the arms of the robot mode. And it also comes with a volleyball, so you can reenact the famous volleyball scene from the movie. If you don't know what this is, if you're maybe too young to remember what this looked like, just look it up on YouTube. Just look it up, see the volleyball scene, and you'll see why this was so iconic. Wink, wink. But yeah, this is a nice little addition. I would also like to mention that this is kind of a heritage movie for people from San Diego. If you ever go down to the Bay Area of San Diego, you can actually check out the restaurant from the movie. It's called Kansas City Barbecue. It's in San Diego, and you'll see the iconic restaurant from the movie there. And I would be I wanted to point out that there is, as of today, there's a fire going on in the bay. One of the other ships that's in the bay has caught fire. It's the USS Bonhomme Richard at the naval base in San Diego. I'm not sure how close that is to the Midway Museum, but the Midway is the battleship that the movie Top Gun takes place on. So that's a famous landmark, and I just wanted to put that out there because it is important to recognize these are iconic ships, and the Midway is a very old ship that's been turned into a museum. You can go down and see it, and since there is a lot of news about this ship and there's a fire going on, I thought that I should mention that to raise some awareness about what's going on there. So yes, this figure has managed to break its way out and make it into the plastic zone. You can order this figure now on Hasbro Pulse. It's up for pre-order. It's at $49.99. So if you're a fan of the movie, this might be for you. It looks nice. It's okay, I think. I think if you put it in front of a black background, it'll look better. I think that the gray plastic would look really hideous if you put it up against a white or a grayish background. If you're just a casual collector, if you like the Generations line, I would say give this a pass. But it's up to you ultimately. You're the one who makes the decision. You know if this is going to fit in your collection or not. Thank you, and good day. Take away my breath, my breath, my breath. Take away my breath, my breath, my breath.